Well, it's a half gold piece, whatever you want to call
Yeah,
it.
yeah, something like that.
Well, it's a half gold piece, whatever you want to call
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Uh-oh, I gotta, oops, mute this stream.
Well, it's a half gold piece,
Yep,
whatever.
yep. What the hell's that? Oh, is that a cat? Someone's jumping around here. All right. Hey, Eraser, good
And
to see you,
not
man.
quite jumping around yet.
Yeah, y'all get, yeah, everybody hop in. We're running just, well, we know we're gonna miss Kaz for a little bit, but it's shopping day with the Trolls R Us group. So
You need one of those every once in a while.
Yeah, it'll be a little slow here for a little bit, folks, for our viewers who are joining in.
Well, unless we want to hold off on the shopping until Kaz gets here.
That's
There's
up to y'all.
enough going on. We could probably start the shopping, and by the time Kaz gets here, Kaz is starting to do shopping.
True.
Yep, because it's gonna be slow. We'll play off some rolling here. Xanathar's. I need to actually load that. Let me put it actually. Bring it online here because we're, like I said, the so for the Portals Reach stuff, where you get downtime, well, we call them portal points, and it's a downtime point. So basically, that can be used to cash in to do downtime activities. Some of the downtime activities it's going to grow over time. They're not all going to be available off the top of the start of the game, and then you contribute also to construction of buildings and upgrades of the buildings as things progress. And then we're trying to figure out how to do the gold and the magic items, because magic's supposed to be hard in 5e, magic items and stuff, that kind of fun stuff. Someone's coming. Hold it on downstairs for me. I'm just getting ready to get started, so I'll eat my dinner. But thank you for getting it for me. I got Slotskis, but I can't eat it because now the guys want to play. And if I don't play, they get in trouble. I get in trouble. So anyway, so the point is looking like that you're in with the shared campaigns. Oh my God. Would you shut my door, please, babe? I should have shut it. No. Sorry, guys. One moment. Technical difficulties. Wild dogs. So the thought process is that I love animals. Just love them.
They're delicious.
Yeah.
I should say roasted.
Exactly. Well, it depends on if I'm talking about my kids or my pets. One of the I get mixed up a lot. But where did Twitch hide my host? I don't know. Eraser, what's going on? But the thing is that we're talking with the shared campaigns and what they talk about in the Xanathar's guide and all that, is that I think how they do it with the Adventure League so much, because I don't play it, is that you do your adventuring, but you don't find gold. You don't find magic items. You basically, it's basically after you explore and do your stuff and you level up, you basically get a set of amount of gold pieces. And then with downtime activities, you can craft and do stuff. But then as some of the experience stuff, as you move up, you can roll on tables for your magic items and all that. And to me, that just sounds god awful boring. No fun. What's the point of, exploring if I just know I'm going to get a set amount of gold and I can roll for stuff up later? And it just, I know, I want to be able to find stuff. I know
you run into the problems kind of like the murder hoboing. We're going to get the same for everything.
Yeah.
So we'll do the minimum and go through.
Yeah. So what we're doing is we're gonna, yes, as you level, we're going to take out most of the gold. So there will be a certain amount of gold that you get, so that everybody's kind of, when you adventure, you get rewarded for it, and we'll have that set up based on leveling and what you as you level up, you're basically, after every adventure, you're assumed that you get this amount of gold. But we're going to give the DMs parcels, like they kind of do in Fantasy Grounds, that they can use in their adventures to spread out and have is like. Find, just like in video games, you got to go search for it, you find it, and there's something there to find. So there'll be extra ways to find a little extra gold or gems, and we'll sprinkle in a few magic items so that it's it works along with what the XP of where the party's at and what we're trying to do for season 1. And so there's, you want to get out there and go search, and not everybody's going to be able to find magic items, but there'll be some out there. And then you will still get treasure points to use as the buildings get upgraded to then, yes, there will be things in the store that you want to try to ask for, or you'll roll up on a set of items, and something may be there, or something you may or may not get lucky to find what you want or be able to purchase, because the store will always be, running in and out of goods because it is a settlement type deal, and supplies have to come in from time to time. But we'll roll on that, but you can keep your treasure points, build them up to say, I want to use them to purchase something when I get to this certain level, or I want to be able to have this item. So because over time everybody will want to have magic items, and we don't want them just always out there in the wild, and someone could, get lucky enough to find 3 or 4 of them during his adventurings, over a month or two. We want to be able to that other people can get some magic stuff too. So we're doing it's a little bit of a mishmash, but I don't want to take out the complete searching and finding and exploring and riddles and all the stuff that could be going on out there in the adventuring part, and not just murder hobos and just we're going to kill everything and be done with it, because there'll still be some of that, but we want some exploration going on. So we're still playing around with it. We're tweaking it, trying to, because we keep going back and forth with, I didn't want 2 or 3 different point systems, currencies in the game. I was like, it's going to be a pain to track. So, it's not okay, I know it's not a replay. Let me turn it off. Thought I did turn it off already. I didn't. Thanks, dog. It's a Monday. I didn't turn it off. Thanks. There it is. So anyway, so we're looking at that. So yes, with the long-winded way is that we'll play around here a little bit as y'all's headed to Waterdeep to maybe use some of the tables and play around with here what you can't find. And then I've got some pricing guides. The big one out there is called Sane Pricing or something like that. As a guy wrote.
Oh yeah. I've seen that.
Yeah, I worked up the. I don't want that. I want that loaded. So we'll see the cost and all that, and see how it works out. And then we'll have some tables to roll on, because y'all had something like, Nilius. Nilius just pretty much just basically gave me every magic item that's in the book. I want it.
I did not even close.
Look at, I wish I could show the stream. It just scroll. It's a long
It's pretty big, but I organized it.
It's only 3.5 pages. I mean, it's not that bad.
I was gonna write up this little storyline that Praetor was sitting at his desk, and one of his retinue come in and go, "Hey, the group's returning in from the Desrin Valley, and they're looking for items, and here's what they want." And he was gonna go, "What the what the hell? I don't have this kind of money."
And most of them are scrolls too, so
he was gonna have a WTF moment. But we have some stuff to play with. But yeah, we can do some of the store here a little bit. If we don't get, we'll see what happens here. We can play around, roll it up, have some fun, and then if Kaz can make it in, he's going to try to make it. Hopefully, I don't know if could tell. I'm working late tonight. May miss half the game. Well, if he misses it all, I can get with him even after the game or another time, because he also plays on Thursday nights, and he can make his run to the store and see what he can search. So anyway, we will get started here off our little ramble, and we may not have a full session tonight, but we'll at least we can buy some stuff, figure some stuff out. I'm assuming with some of these things we'll have to do some coding to make stuff active, depending on what it is. There's a couple of special items that are out there that look kind of cool that we can dream up and play it that way. But let's do our quick introductions for everybody. We are tonight, Monday night. It's the Trolls R Us gang in the ending, close to the end of Princes of the Apocalypse. And where will they go to next?
We'll find a way to stretch this out longer.
Yeah. Oh, really? It could be. Anyway, let's do our introductions real quick, and then we'll go from there. We've got 2 blue men in the group still. Blue Man Mar. Say hello.
Mars, your ever bouncy archer of Happy Blue Time, who loves cheese rolls and hates dragons. And yeah,
He does hate dragons. He knocked out another one, or was close to it. Wait, did y'all? Yeah, y'all had the.
I said, I hope he didn't knock up another one. I missed the first one.
Yeah, sorry, that was wrong choice of words for this group.
He's now Donkey from Shrek.
Yeah, that's all right. The one-legged crew cash.
I am Crew Crash, a human barbarian. I come from the Westwood, wanting to stop an evil that I've been having nightmares about. My shopping list is extensive. I want a metal leg, preferably adamantite if it can be found.
Possible. It's possible. Blue Man Tomblock.
I am Toomlock, your Air Genasi rogue. I'm running this group to help support my family, and I like to do it from the back with the stabby. And might be getting some free discounts with my good old sleight of hand.
Oh no!
You get us kicked out of town before Crew finds a leg. He's shoving his glaive from behind.
The glaive of Crew Cash will have a new purpose. Oh boy, Anilius.
Nelius, half-elven wizard bard from the Candlekeep area, looking for great knowledge, missing family and friends, and some great magical items.
Alrighty, and like I said, we're missing Kaz, our lovely war cleric priest, dwarf. Sorry, who will be with us shortly or whenever he gets off work. But the group has, made their way finally or again from deep within the depths of the elemental cult areas underneath the somber hills of the Desserin Valley. Have laid pretty much waste to everything down there except for one of the remaining, the last remaining cult group of the air variety. They have found 3 of the 4 delegation members, 2 of the dwarfs, a elf, Tirasil, that they have been able to escort and return back to Golden Fields because she had some secret hidden stash seeds that only she knew where she kept them hidden, to deliver to the Abbey, where they're for some trees and some they're very much in a gardening type group, agricultural group, and she was down that way with the delegation and escorting with them when she was taken during the ambush, and they still have one more character to find, but in the escorting of the merchants that were along with Tirasil that were down in the Weeping Colossus of the fire group, they escorted them all out. They got the husband and wife merchants to Red Larch, and who said that if they will make themselves known, they would take some time. They would gather and make good on the 500 gold pieces that they will pay to the group for their rescue. But they needed some time to get the stash together, the funds together, since they had been out of communication for a few days and weeks now. But then y'all traveled on down the Karn Road to the town of Golden Fields, or the little abbey of Golden Fields, and dropped off Tirasil. Had a nice little feast there, were fed and well taken care of to rest up, make everything good with yourselves, and then it was off. The group decided they noticed that they were fairly close back to Waterdeep, and decided why not go cash in and stock up with all the plunder that they're somehow carrying around on the back of the one-legged crew cash. And actually now you're probably, at least your shield guardian could be huffing a bunch of that around, I would assume also. Slave labor. But anyway, the group, has decided they were going to, I guess when we last played, last Monday, the group was going to leave Golden Fields and head on and off to Waterdeep. And so I asked for a shopping list of some of the stuff they might be looking for, knowing that I was going to get this book full of stuff. But anyway, so that's where we kind of left off. It was the group still, is that still on everybody's mind? We're headed down to Waterdeep to spend some of the loot, the booty that y'all have.
That's what I was looking for.
Most definitely.
All right. Well, that puts a lot of work on me, considering they didn't give me the list until this weekend. I think, right? Yeah, 31st. Yeah, actually, you guys were talking about it. Actually, there was the shield, the dragon shield possibly for Mar and for Kaz. Was that discussed of that? All right. So anyway, all right. Well, we will. They sojourn off and make their way out of the Destern Valley, loot and all, to the great city of Waterdeep. Let me bring up. Do I have those maps ready?
Did you get my message in Discord, Duff?
Hell no, I'm not looking at anything. What am I supposed to be soon? Let me see. Sorry. Okay, hold on a second here. Okay, so there's a couple of PMs here I've got to look through. 1 second. That wasn't the only one. Yeah, that's actually, I totally missed that, didn't I? Yeah. Would you make me a roll in the tower, please? Then, you know who you are. That's asking me the question.
Which role would you like me to make?
Oh,
I don't think I'm the one that makes the role.
Well, oh. Hold on a second, I gotta look at something here. Hey, boy, you threw me a nice curveball already. Let's see. Is it?
I think I threw a curveball too.
Yeah, you did. So you actually did, and that is I totally missed that, didn't I? Okay, so good news, bad news. Let me. I need to see what's his perception. Sorry, folks. I've looking at. Oh, wow, that's horrible.
I say mine's pretty good.
No, give me a deception check first, would you?
Sure. Mar's not a good liar.
Oh no. So I'm trying to okay. You're making me think how I'm going to you try to pull you. All right, so what's happening is y'all are traveling along and you break camp. You make camp for one night, and you're in your lemon hut that Anilius, loves to use. And during that, you all wake up to this horrible hissing and screeching sound that's coming from Droop. And all of y'all wake. Well, actually, yeah, y'all can make me perception checks with disadvantage because y'all are sound asleep. Anybody that's sleeping. Oh well.
Well, Triani was
Really? Look at that. Rolled 2 20s. Whoa, that's gotta suck. Well, okay. Oh my god. Well, okay, so Toomlock and Anilius and Kaz. Oh, I get to roll Kaz. I'll just assume that he wakes up too. And yeah, y'all wake up to this screeching sound. Two screeching sounds. One is this horrible snore sound that's coming out of Krukash. He's just dead to the world asleep. And if it wasn't, the sound of Droop's his squeal being higher, you wouldn't have recognized it because of Krukash's snoring. But the two of you wake up to look up, and you see a second Krukash standing and he has both legs, and he's got a box in his hand, and he's got Droop cornered and up against the backdrop of the hut, and a tree area, and you see it. And this Krukash is blue, and is partially blue. Maybe he's a little light blue, and he's looking, and he's got it like he's licking his lips, and that's what you see. But you
Shape changer.
I'll kick Krukash to wake him up.
I don't know how else you want me to play this.
lightly, not like a hard kick, but enough to nudge him to make him wake up. And then I'll back away from him as quickly as possible.
Krukash, you are jolted awake by a kick to your one good leg, and you hear Droop screeching, and you look over, and your cloudy eyes of this deep sleep that you had with several fair maidens in the clutches of debauchery were rudely awakened. And you see a mirror image of yourself, though slightly blue, and with both legs, in a box that you've seen before, the chicken box, and it's basically got Droop cornered, and it's trying to put it in a box. They have no idea what the hell's going on.
Okay, so you would say I'm still kind of groggy at this point.
Yes.
Damn nightmares coming back again.
Yeah, and you got to hastily stand up because your dream was very, very vivid, and other parts of your body are showing the effects of this dream. Welcome to the Rejects, folks. There's a second tent in the tent.
Oh. I actually imposed a wisdom check on myself being groggy. I rolled a 0. I believe it's a nightmare.
What does that mean?
I'm groggy.
He just rolls over and do you go back to sleep, trying to shake it off or ignore it?
Yeah, I'm going to pull out one of my brown bottles of alcohol, drink it, and roll back over.
Guys, what do you do?
I'm gonna kick him. I'm gonna kick her again just to wake him up.
I will shoot a firebolt at the blue crew.
You can make me a ranged attack, please. It flies right over his head, out the Lehman hut.
That was a warning shot.
And with this kick that I'm doing, I'm gonna yell at him that Droop is in trouble.
I will get up again. What do you mean Droop's in trouble? That was a dream.
Not a dream.
Look again.
And I point to the blue crew that's trying to capture Droop.
Yes, you see, and Kaz has woken up too, and he's standing there, Go ahead.
Well, seeing this blue crew trying to capture Troop, I guess we're just going to, nope.
That
The blue crew cache is going to hide said box behind his back. Be like, wait, I'm the real crew cache. See, I have. And he's gonna hop on one leg. One leg.
y'all can make me intelligence checks. You
Do I really need to?
No.
I have a 20 intelligence.
Can you? The question is, do you recognize the voice and the box? I think you really do it. Tomblock doesn't. There you go. Yeah, you hear you recognize the voice, and you know the box quite well, and when the blue crew cache hides the box behind his back and all that, Droop is kind of skitters off away, gets kind of out of being cornered, and flies out through the top of the hut, screeching, and is using his tail, trying to keep it swinging in the face of the blue crew cache. And you look over to where you would have known Mar was sleeping, and he's not in his bed. He's not in his little pallet area.
Wait, so with a 15, would I recognize the voice?
Yes, yeah, you and Ilias. Tomblock didn't.
Hold on. I'm remembering something. The intelligence check would actually be an ability check, right?
It can be. I could have called. I didn't want to use perception. I was trying to see if you know.
I said that was a wisdom.
Yeah.
I'm not sure there is an intelligence check for that. It's usually used for just
or
Arcana.
insight. You could roll an insight if you wanted to.
Well, I was just asking because of my
Or investigation, sorry.
Investigation. Well, it was more like they just kind of noticed it off the top of their head. Do I now?
My investigation's better than my intelligence.
apparently I'm proficient with intelligence saves, and I had never paid attention to that.
Oh.
Which intelligence
The
save?
Blue Crew Cash is gonna stomp over to Mars' bedroll, flop down, and be like, "I thought you said that was gonna work," and he's gonna roll over and turn into Mar.
I never promised that.
Okay.
Next time, don't be so loud.
Well, it wasn't me. It was a chicken. Chicken cat was loud.
Then you see, you see Mar, you see the blue crew cache lay back down in Mar's pallet, and all of a sudden the body transforms and it's Mar, kind of like he's kind of in a fetal, position, balled up, almost looks like he wants to suck his thumb, and he's very, very dejected at the moment. Everybody sees this.
Maybe I should stop drinking whatever's in this bottle.
This is how you stop the party down, and they have no idea what left turn they just took into the Twilight Zone. So
They have a Mar. They should be used to it by now.
yeah, they did. Yes, and y'all heard this voice, coming from Mar also, not just his voice, but this high pitched voice. I don't need to repeat it. So, all right, well, that didn't quite go as planned.
They kind of suck, Mr. DM. Do it better next time.
Tomb, that's only good if you get to add your proficiency bonus to something.
What is that? You refine your skills until they approach. Whenever you make ability checks, adds proficient, but you can roll a D. If I had something I was choosing for, I was just trying to make a quick intelligence check just to play off whether you.
Well, yeah, I was just asking
Yeah.
because apparently
Yeah.
my actual intelligence save is proficient.
But saves and checks are different.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah,
but-
yeah, it was just making yeah, I get what you mean. And ability is different. Yeah, I was just making a straight up in check. So I get it though. But next time, just when I call for a real saver check, we'll know how to use that properly. So, now we take it's morning time now, and they make it, and you'll see the lovely, sprawling metropolis of Waterdeep before you, and you begin to head in through one of the main gates. I'm trying to see, do I have my Waterdeep map? Did I ever use a Waterdeep map with y'all? I don't remember.
As far as I know, we've never been to Waterdeep.
Yes,
Well,
you have in the very beginning.
Krukash and Mar were in Waterdeep before Praetor's roofied them and put them in the wagon.
Yeah, y'all got roofied. You remember? You don't remember that part, yeah. And actually, I do, because I know I'm a smart man. You see. And y'all come straight on in from the from the eastern side of Waterdeep, right into the trade ward. It looks like very nice.
How
And you spend it-
convenient.
Yeah, you spend a good bit of the day getting there, a couple days getting there, and then we need a plan of action now. So you got, I would assume, are we going to go find a place to hang up the sword and shield and rest up? You have made it to town. So what are we going to do? What is the group going to do? Get immediately to selling. Have we parsed out all the gold and all that too? Let's take a look at this. All right, yeah. So everybody's got. Oh my lord! Look at all that. That's just something. How does?
I guess I'll grab some of those red garnets.
So the question is, why does Kaz only have 3 gold pieces?
Didn't he spend a bunch on the Orb of Destruction at the last place?
Is that what it was? Because he does have that. Does he have that? Let me see.
No, I have the orb.
You've got the orb. Y'all did.
Oh,
so
and
we
he
just-
converted a bunch of his to platinum as well.
Yeah, he does have a bunch of platinum. I was noticing that.
We've all got a bunch of
But
platinum.
all of y'all do. But this last set of gold, I know y'all spent some in the town. I have to go back and listen to that, watch that episode, because I don't quite remember all there. But because it's two platinum per, it's 2 electrum per gold, right? Yeah. Oh my
Yes.
lord. Yeah. Look at all the oh my lord. Y'all got more money. You know what to do with.
That's why we came shopping.
Yeah, so shopping time. Anyway, so y'all make it in town. So what is the plan of action? I know the shopping bit, which we'll get to, but you've reached the gates. You are entering the trade ward area.
We apparently need to find a jeweler.
A jeweler, yeah. I'm also gonna go and look for my what's the word I'm looking for here?
Don't know.
My pilfering buddies.
Oh, go find you talking about your thieves guild?
Yes.
Okay.
At least if there's any around, in this area that I would recognize right off the bat.
Police. You've already seen several thieves' camp signs and all that. You won't take.
Of course
you
they're
long.
around.
Yeah. It won't take you long to find any. What about the rest of you, crew? So are you guys gonna hole up anywhere? You're just gonna go straight into town and you're gonna sleep on the streets?
We should
Mar would
probably try to
sleep
find
on
some
the
place.
street.
Bar's been in a bad mood the last day, and he's not been very sociable because he's blue. And when does that wear off? I forgot.
Failed his attempt
No,
to
he-
catch the chicken.
A curse. He has to have a remove curse. And
Okay.
the last time we tried, he didn't trust the guy and decided to stay blue.
Stay blue. Okay, and yours is permanent because it wasn't relieved.
Within
Before-
24 hours, that's correct.
Okay. All right. What did you say, Mar? I heard a whisper.
Oh, Martin trusts people that don't eat meat.
I got you.
So we need to go find a
Fair
cleric that
sentiment.
eats meat.
Okay. Crew, go ahead. You were saying something. Sorry.
Yeah. So what time of day are we getting into town?
It's mid afternoon.
Okay, so we have time to find a room later. I'm going straight to questioning where the nearest metal worker is. And then heading that way to commission a leg.
That's right. All right, and so Crewcast has got immediate. Well, are y'all going to split up, or is everybody going to go their way, or we're gonna do this by?
I say we suggest meet at a central area in a couple hours, i.e., the nearest tavern or.
City of the Dead looks friendly.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, do we all know where a good central tavern is to meet up? I mean, we could ask around town after we split up, and we might go to different taverns.
I could ask real quick without saying anything.
He could possibly.
So I will use my thieves' cant and ask where a reputable tavern / inn is at.
Not sure thieves' cant's the kind of communication you use to look for reputable locations.
Yeah, you get a sideways glance when that comes across, and it was also kind of like a laughter in the cant, like.
Is that even part of the cant?
Yeah, you're
that a word?
serious? You're serious, really? And we don't deal in you reach out to, and your responses were we don't deal in reputable around here.
The question might be, so what inns do you not visit?
Well, I was kind of asking to figure out which ones they visit. This way we know which one not to go to.
Well, and they the answer to that is they visit them all, but some of the ones that might be a little bit more
Secure.
secure, yeah, that's going to be more in the center of town. In the Castle Ward and maybe up in the northern wards, we're a little bit more of a the haughty parts of Waterdeep, where the nobles live, even though they don't pay attention a lot to their stuff, so they're robbed more than they ever really know, but they don't ever report it, so they don't look like fools all the time. So you feel like you might be safer, not safer is the word, but a little bit more relaxed if you met somewhere up there. And you get a name of the Drunken Donkey. Is an inn that your kind would probably want to use. It's got a pond, not a pool.
Community best. Perfect.
I was hoping someone would get that. Pond,
Okay,
pool,
seems
pool, pond.
okay, I guess.
Pond's good for you. All right, so Aeneas, I'm assuming going to go straight to the magic quarters of town.
Yep.
Yeah, Crew Cash is going to go find a metallurgist to determine if he can what the cost and ability to find an adamantine leg that's functional, that won't melt in lava. Because his mahogany bear leg went up in flames, so he's tired of his second edition stump, torch stump for a leg, peg leg crew. Toomlock, you've gotten, a little bit of, what, y'all know Waterbeak to some degree because y'all came out of here from Praetor sending you on out. And you get the feeling that sometime down the line, it might be good to probably check in with him. But he'll know you're in town, trust me.
But last time I met him, he gave me something weird to drink, and then I woke up in Vandover.
That's right.
So he gave you a vacation.
Well, Mar may or may not have been in trouble before that, but
If your deal with Praetor, you were in trouble. What do you want to do, Mar? Where are you going to go wandering around?
Mar will follow, I guess, Anelius towards the magic people. He wants to get some magic done.
Okay. And crew and Tomb, if you're searching out thieves and talking to some, but what is the purpose? What is your aim at the moment?
My aim is to find the best place for inexpensive, good items.
That's funny too. Because we know you have money. We know y'all enter town. You had lots of money. The DM told us. You're going to have to spend it all. All right. So you're going to try to go find
A good source of items that are
He's looking for goodwill.
Mm-hmm. He's looking. Just keep on looking. All right, let's take care of, crew, yours is, so the question for you is an adamantine leg. So armor of that sort is going to run you, it's uncommon adamantine armor. Just some base armor is 500. But with the leg, and it's going to have to be rigged to have I would assume that you want it some type of maybe moving joint in the knee area at least a little bit, or do you want it just one solid?
I thought he had a moving knee.
It's his cut below the knee.
Below the knee. That's right. Sorry, I kept thinking it was higher up, but it's right. It's at the knee. So, okay. So
maybe an ankle joint.
Oh, I thought it was more than
Ankle
that.
joint.
Was it at the ankle? I thought it was a good part.
No. We're saying that he may want an ankle joint.
Ankle joint. Gotcha.
He has a knee.
Yep. So he's got a list ability to, bend it at the knee level. But do you want a bendable ankle? Or pliable? I mean, it can't really be pliable. It's gonna have to be geared, or such.
If it can be done for a reasonable price, he would not be opposed.
Well, that's a good question.
He would like to. I would like to price both a mechanical ankle and non.
Are there a bunch of gnomes around?
That sure he could. Yes, that would take some time. Whether you go search them out or the metallurgist, has some context that he could, draw up some designs, and get back with some tinkers, some gnome tinkers groups, guilds that are in town, and see what the extra cost would be. He feels it's going to be it's going to be a couple thousand gold to put this all together, if you think you can afford it.
Well,
he does money,
let's
and
see.
he does. He's got to get it priced out and looked at and see what the issues that may arise with working with such strong metal. and getting it cast right to make the connector parts, and see if the Nobes have the abilities and how long it will take too. This is not something they'll be able to have overnight, but he feels like he's up for the challenge.
Yes, that sounds agreeable. I should be able to scrap together the coin for that.
Okay. So he will ask you. Yeah, you're going to need to give him a couple of days to get out, go search and meet with a couple of different tinker guilds and see what plans they can come up with, and then he's got some of the adamantine, but he's going to have to get some. He doesn't have enough to at this particular time, but he's got other metallurgist that should have enough to be able to cast a fairly solid piece of prosthetics. It's a new word he learned. And he's also asking any other features that you want. He kind of takes some measurements of your other foot and leg area, and he's kind of sketching a few things out. Is there anything particular else that you want that this should look like? Do we just match up your current foot? He kind of notices the wound marks and this deals with your leg, and you probably should go get that looked at. Get a little extra healing, make sure that your bone and your and the skin and he unfortunately calls it the stump, will be able to handle this contraption. It looks like you've taken some pretty good damage to this leg several times already, and it looks burnt too.
It should be pretty well cauterized.
Yeah, you got a little burnt skin here.
Yes, we can model it after my other leg. That'll be fine. And yes, where would you recommend such a person to prepare the leg would be? Where is your nearest shaman?
Shaman. He would probably say make your way, up to over to the North Ward, just outside of the City of Dead, maybe, because unfortunately that's where they throw a lot of, it's the bad side of town, but there's several doctors over there. He himself hasn't dealt with this type of request before, so he said probably he can give you a couple of just local doctors, that he's, just not real specialist, and see, have you go checking with them to see if there's anybody else that they might recommend, but because nobody comes to his mind that would, deal with that kind of specialty, but you never know in Waterdeep. But he says, go make sure, just, get that checked, and we will get a good a cap system. He makes a couple more measurements. He says we'll get, more exact, measurements or the gnomes. If we find one that's good enough, we'll probably take some much more detailed measurements and all that to make sure it fits properly and snugly, so that you don't get blisters, because you don't look like the kind of person that would take kindly to blisters.
You are correct.
Okay.
And I will thank him for his advice and head over towards the North Ward in search of doctors.
Okay. Toomlock. You're bouncing around in town.
Yep. Looking for anything that might fancy my eye.
So
and
good question there.
Maybe a good place to ply my trade.
Oh boy. You're going to get sneaky hands, are you?
It's a possibility.
is there anything on your shopping list? I'm just seeing a couple of things: a cloak, holding. Oh, and a really nice replacement for 4 Tender Strike. That has got to be sad. How can anything ever replace that?
Yeah, I know, but it's gonna have to be something that's at least something nice like that.
You hope.
Yeah, I hope.
All right. Well, let's see what we can dream up. Yeah. All right. So you can find a holding. You are searching for, I see a bag of displacement coke. That has not been able to be found, I don't believe. You guys gonna make me go through all this stuff. I've got to. I was just reading on that. That one. Oh. Where's the cloak? Where'd the cloak
BMG
go?
158, I believe.
Is it?
I used my cheat sheet.
I was right there looking at it. I'm in the B's. I'm in the D's. Where the hell did it go? Oh,
Would have been C for cloak and displacement.
Is it cloak? That why I'm doing displacement. Yeah, thank you. Derp. Yeah. Now that that hasn't been able to be found. We've got common, uncommons. If you want to, we can. I'm trying to see if there's what table that might be on. Okay, so that's a big old table of G. But you're talking about. You're talking somewhere in the range. What's this thing cost? I'm trying to look at it real quick. The answer is.
It's probably pretty expensive.
Yeah, it is. I'm checking real quick. 60,000 gold pieces.
Ouch!
Yep. They haven't been seen in quite some time in town. Just so you know. That's a lot of money. Wow. Amazing. But now you can find yourself a bag of holding. That's found. And that big buddy is, where'd it go? I had it right in front of me. Bag. That's 4,000. And a replacement for Tender Strike was a dagger, plus it had the fire damage on it. You probably can get one of those crafted up for about 2,500. A nice little +1 dagger with some fire damage built into it. This is from the Sane Magical Prices Guide that's found out on the interwebs.
It's actually a really interesting thread to read too.
Yeah, it is.
So, if I were to say sell off Drown,
Okay.
what would that give me?
Okay. Where is our lovely Drown at? Drown.
Maybe you might be able to trade it for something that would be good.
That is a
So we're just gonna let the water god come into the world, huh? Okay.
He's not thinking clearly here. So
Question is, Crew Catch paid enough attention to realize Windvine probably has a use other than stabbing things and doesn't sell it off
well,
too.
so y'all are looking through all that. While you're contemplating all that and looking for someone that wants to buy Drown, of this item, customer. Wow.
I was gonna say Mars probably gonna be partying with Iron Fang to grab preferably
so
a whip as well. So
Iron Fang has been used though.
Iron Fang is being used, and there's some bad news.
bad news.
There's bad news. Yes, as you were getting prepared and all that, to go search around and all that, you were taking stock of your weapons and all that, and you happened to reach down. You were putting weapons aside, cleaning stuff. When you grab Iron Fang and you were holding it, your hand actually crushes in part of the metal handle. And you look back at it, and pieces of it have chipped off, and there's rust and flaking metal coming from the handle. It is rotting from within.
Well, that's not good.
Uh-oh.
And when you hit it, and you understand, and you swing down to try to test its ability to hit it into the ground and all that, it breaks in two and is actually a husk of its former self. The outer part, was still holding, but the inside is rotted, is rusted out. When I'm saying rotted, it has rusted out from within. And it looks like it has happened over some time. That it's taken some time for this to take place, and you just hadn't really used it or done anything with it, and you didn't notice it until now, when you were taking stock, because you were actually wanting to sell it and getting it all cleaned up and all that. When you noticed and were holding it in your angst of not being able to get some extra chicken, you grabbed a hold of Iron Fang, and that's when your hand went and crushed in part of the pommel of it, the hilt, handle of it. And I'm not making this up. It actually did happen.
Okay. Well, that sucks.
Now Mars really upset.
Couldn't eat the chicken cat, and now his hammer is broken.
His hammer is broken. However, you will walk around, and you've got some options. You have dropped off. You had some of the turtle. Now, so
Kaz was gonna try and make a shield out of the dragon turtle shell he's been carrying
part of the shell, right?
Yes.
Okay, so he's got part of the shell, because the dragon turtle is really, really big, and I don't know if there's a way to.
Well,
really
we broke off a piece about shield size.
Shell. Now you do have a long sword that you were going to. You have a long sword and a bow.
I think it was the bow that he wanted.
Well, he's got
Yes.
He's got
I
several
want to see if we
questions.
can get the bow enchanted with something like Dragon Slayer.
Oh, easily.
And I've got a long sword I want to get sold off and try to get like a magic whip or something like that.
Okay, so that is actually, with the bad news comes the good news, and let's see. We're gonna come back to Drown and selling that for a second, because I need to ponder that for what the actual cost will be, because that is actually an interesting thought. So the long sword is just a basic long sword, isn't it?
It's a +1.
Yeah, it's not got a special name or anything like that. So it's
No.
yeah, it's
And it has it glows near dragons.
okay. So you're wanting to take some of sell that long sword, and taking some of that magic and being able to put Dragon Slayer on the bow. And that's going to be long sword is rare. So you're looking at about $5,000, 5,000 to do all that. To get the magic removed from the sword and transferred with the ability to give the extra damage with the arrow shot with the into the bow.
Okay.
What is this I just got sent? What is this? Another magic item list? Is that what this is? Holy moly.
Oh, well, that one just links to the web page. All the different magic items are.
Oh, I've got
You're
yeah.
talking about the one I have.
Yeah, I gotcha. I've got the actual PDF in the spreadsheet. Actually, I found that the guy posted the spreadsheet for that whole PDF to be able to look at and rearrange and play with. So yes, so that is doable. The for 5,000 is his asking price, and this is all asking prices right now off the bat. We'll have to deal with if you're going to try to barter or whatever else. You do find a maker that could craft and work on a whip that'll run about 500 to give you the ability to put the layer. It could put an extra embed the tip of it with a little poison. Just you have to kind of replenish it from time to time, and if possible, with the skull built into the pommel of the hilt and all that you have you can call upon an extra bit of fire damage to the whip. The blood venom whip.
Alrighty. So how much does Mar need total?
55 so far.
Okay, I think he can scrape that together.
For those two items. So while he's doing that, now Anilius, your turn. While we're thinking on this, let me go back to.
Oh, I'm going to snag a couple of these Bloodstones and Red Gardens too, guys, if you don't mind.
Well,
I figured we all should take a few of them at least.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so here's what I would probably do is make you a note list of the stuff each one of you you're gonna
That's what I'm doing right now is writing a list to you to show what I'd like to be able to sell off.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm needing. So if you've got your items you're going to sell, and then we'll find bartering on that. So you've got a range of anywhere from buying stuff back. Well, we're going to roll up on it based on your barter skills and costs anywhere from 60 to 90%, 90 cents on the dollar, of what you can get for some of the items. And then we can do a kind of a barter negotiation somewhat against your final price on stuff also, and see if that raises or lowers the cost for what.
How much would it
want.
cost to sell a devastation orb?
The devastation orbs.
We decided we were going to destroy it somewhere so that nobody could get their hands on it, remember?
We said that, but I'm the one that has it right now.
Oh my. So we're in the middle of shopping, folks. We got a few new viewers. Welcome to the channel. We have the group. The ladies did this a couple of weeks ago in Waterdeep and went to town, and now it's the Trolls group, and they're shopping with all their loot before they go back out into the field. Because a darkness approaches, and they're concerned. They've had bad nightmares. But the I thought there was a cost on that. Let me. Whoa, hello.
I'm not going to sell it, so you don't have to really look
Kalamazoo.
into it.
Thank you for the
I'm not going
follow.
to sell it, so don't worry about it.
Okay. So look through your list of what you've extra stuff, and what. Here's what I want to do. We bring up the inventory. Everything generic wise that needs to be sold should be put in that list first, and then I can sell that off, and then we can do one at a time to put into the list to sell off and get rid of. And I would just have to I'll manually do that, because if I spread it out, I can sell it across and then tell each of you, when you do it, how much to add to your inventory for the gold and stuff like that. So, because you don't want to spread it out with everybody unless you do. I don't know. Let's see. So, okay. You find your wand maker, and a wand of fear is a
So I have the
lovely-
Wand of Fear, so I'm looking to sell that.
Oh, you have a wand of fear.
Yes, I'm
Oh,
looking
sorry.
to sell it.
Thank you. I apologize. Looking to sell. All right.
The Wand of Fear really doesn't fit my overall
Mhm.
character, so
Okay. Scroll of transmute rocks, scroll of investiture of stone, 3 garnets. Okay, so let's do this first. So I'm going to, Mar, do you want your jester's hat, or have you had enough of it?
Technically, that one was left back with the ghost. I just threw it in there. 'Cause I-
Okay, then we'll remove it appropriately.
We also didn't bring the tapestries along.
That is correct.
Okay. So we've got some
so
extra
people need to start taking away the bloodstones and the garnets.
Well, I took 3 of each.
if you want them, or spread them out, give Kaz a couple.
It looks like Kaz probably could use some, considering he has 3 gold.
Yeah, he sold a bunch of stuff. I'm trying to remember, what the hell did he? I don't remember.
I think he might be the one person with less money than I do.
And he's right. I got to go back and look and see what he was doing.
I know he was giving gold to other people while they were trying to buy stuff, and he put
Yeah.
a lot of money into the Devastation Orb.
Okay, well, we'll give him a couple of the bloodstones and a garnet or 2.
I don't know if Mar or Crew want any of the those gems, but otherwise, just give them all to Kaz, as far as I'm concerned.
That's I took like 2.
There you
Okay.
go.
Mar, do you need any of them?
Mars fine.
Okay, so we'll put the rest of them over here.
And what do we want to do with the few like stragglers of coins that are there?
Give them
Well-
the Kaz.
Give them the Kaz.
That's fine. Okay, fair enough. He will thank you when he goes back and looks at the replay. All right, so 3 more platinum points. Yeah, he's got, okay, so that's 226. 2 more gold he's got 5 gold pieces. 1 electrum piece. He's got 2 silver pieces, and that is it. Okay.
I'll hold on to the potion of immunity, but I'll give it away if someone else wants it, just to get it out of there.
Okay, so all that stuff is now removed. So there's nothing in the party sheet anymore. It's all gone. With that being said, we can step up first. Anilius, if you want to throw, what we're going to do is put your first item. Sorry, this is going to be slow, folks, on the stream. I'm trying to be too boring tonight, but this is a good test of how to sell and buy stuff, magical items, against what is very little in the rules of the 5e manual, because it's supposed to be kind of difficult or damn near impossible. But we're testing it out some and playing around with it before our West Marches campaign, Portals Reach.
DM choices.
Yeah, making a lot of work for me. That being said, who wants to?
Hey, what do we do?
So put in any of like your gems and stuff like that.
Okay, I'll throw those all on there. Is there an easy way to make it go faster than just one at a time?
No. I mean, you could drag one over, delete them all, and then type in the number.
Yeah, you could.
Actually, I don't know if you can edit the number, but
I don't
Duff
know.
can.
Yeah, I can change the number.
Doesn't look like I can change it, but
I mean, they don't want the players just typing in random numbers in the party sheet. Yeah, we had 500 of those diamonds.
I'm gonna put 5 moonstones if you want to change that, and I'll just delete them.
So there's supposed to be 5 polished moonstones. Okay, and I've got 4 bloodstones. And
Okay,
while
they've
we're
been
sitting-
deleted from me.
We'll give a raffle to the viewers. We'll do 300. Yay! All right. So the question on these, probably they're 50.
And I'm gonna do 3 of the red garnets.
Okay. Done.
And I think that was all of the gems I had.
All right. So I want a. So you're going to, look for a jeweler who's in the mood to buy some of your stones from you, and
Okay.
I would assume, and you're haggling and all that. He is, trying to lowball you. Well, he only wants to
Of
give
course.
you 60 cents on the dollar, and you want to raise it higher. And so how do you want to raise it higher? What would you want to, how good are you at bartering, Anilius?
Well, I would like to persuade him to increase the value.
Roll me a persuasion check then. Not bad. All right. So the question is, opposite, you can roll me a D3, a D6, and divide the number by 2. Or divide, the roll in half. All right. You got him up to 70% now. 70 cents
Woo!
on the dollar. Is that good enough?
I would like to try for a little bit more.
You can try another one this time, and you're going to take 5 off the roll as he's wising up to you.
In that case,
Uh-oh, here he goes. Here he goes.
I will use my portent of 20 and roll a 28 minus 5 is 23.
All right. And roll me another, let's see. Give me a D4. Divide by 2. So
1.5.
You got him up to that'd be 85%. 85 cents on the dollar. He
I'll
can't
take
go any higher.
85%. I'll take 85%.
All right. That's 637 gold pieces.
Okay, I like that.
Okay. Done. Now, what's next?
Well, I do have a few magic items I was looking to offload.
Put one in.
If
See
I can get
what
back
we got.
there. Let's start with, I guess, the big one.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh. Somehow my inventory sheet now has 2 of them. I have to delete one of them.
Oh, that's all right. I'm not worried about it. We know. I know everything.
I just thought it was kind of weird that it just suddenly showed up as 2. There we go.
A wand of fear is. That's a. Wonder how good a shape it's in. Where did we find this at? Do you
I have
remember?
never used it.
I can't remember where it was found at.
just
don't
found
remember
it
either.
not too long ago.
Yeah, it was fairly
Yeah, it was
new. I
one of
remember-
my recent.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So you use map. So you've got you're starting
Fire
off.
people.
Mm-hmm. So this well, let's see. I'm going to roll me a check here. All right. Okay. So he is you have found yourself a purveyor that might be interested into it, but looks like he's got a shrewd face on him. You can roll me a perception check. I mean a persuasion check.
Okay.
He hasn't moved much. He's you haggle back and forth, and he says, "I can get you about 65 cents on the gold piece here. That's about as good as it's gonna get for that wand. I don't even know if I have all that money in my shop."
Well, if he's someone who would be willing to buy this in his shop, he may have things that I might be willing to trade for.
Like, what's on your list there, Sonny?
Well, I do have some wands that are on my list.
And that was a wand.
The first one on the list is a common or like it's a fairly weak one. The other three choices are
I think. Let me look at
a
your
little
list.
higher up.
So the list was, where's that list? There it is. He does have a +1 war mage.
Oh, I would be interested in that.
The war mage is definitely a getting there. He can give you. He will sell you the war mage and give you 5,000 more gold for the wand.
War mage and 5,000. I'll accept that.
Well, folks, cackles, and you're a shrewd wizard there. Pointy ears.
I probably could work a little harder, but
Shrewd you are. All right, so we need to wand of. All right, let me take this out. And your wand of war mage. Well, why couldn't I put it in there? Oh, that's picture. No wonder. It's like, it's not coming over. It is in. And there's your war mage.
listed as smooth wand. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And you can put 5,000 gold in your pocket. He's tapped
Now
out.
I investigated. Does it
Come on.
actually seem like it's a war mage one?
Oh, my bad. Forgot to identify it there. Shrewd. You're very shrewd. Most people would have walked out and just trust me. Now, while Nillis is doing that, let's see. We've got a little things. Let me move over. Toomlock, you want to sell some stuff?
Sure do.
Okay. But you got any gems and stuff in the And then we'll
Son of a-
Uh-oh, what'd you just do?
I have no idea. I threw the third one in there and it sold it automatically.
No, so there were 3 in there. Hold on a second, let me see what happened. Yeah, may have been here.
No, I think the only one that could have triggered it would have been.
It's me. I was putting into percentage and I hit enter, and that was my fault. So we'll
Remove the gold pieces.
well there yeah. So but they put the those were garnets. Let me get one from Kaz.
Red garnets.
Yeah, hold on. So that's my fault. I'm gonna put. Okay. He's still got 3. So how many did you put in there? 3, right?
3.
Okay, done.
Gotta find the other ones here.
By the way, you didn't give me the 5,000 gold pieces.
Oh, well, you could just type. You can't put it in your
Oh, I just was asking.
Yeah.
I can fix it for you.
Yeah, you can just type in the extra 5,000 in your deal. Yeah, like you need them.
I have no idea what these shiny rocks are in my inventory.
Let me see.
Don't forget to re-add up your gold and adjust your weights.
That's right. You know, have to
I'll deal with that after we're done with all this.
shiny rocks. You give them to him, and that's just exactly what they are. They're fool's silver. They're just rocks. Would you believe?
Right.
I mean,
So I'm
Yeah.
gonna just trash them then.
yeah. He kind of laughs and chunks them out the front door. The kids will get in trouble with these. Anything else of gym orientation that you'd want to sell?
That should be all of my gems.
Any other jewelry?
Oh yes, jewelry. Thank you.
Yeah, jewelry or gem. Sorry, and the same thing for you. If you go back and if there's some gems or jewelry type,
I don't think I have any jewelry I wanted.
making sure.
Yeah, I
and
understand.
that should be it.
Okay. So in your deal, so make me a persuasion check. All right, so you're going to roll me a d6. Divide by 2. Oh, you've got him up at 90. Wow.
I think we'll strike a deal at that 90.
There you go. There you go. 1,044 gold to add to your inventory. Do I need to do it, or can y'all do it? I thought y'all could add your gold, can't you?
We can't take it from the parcel, but we could change what's on our sheet.
Yeah, change
I
what's
think
on your
it's-
sheet. Yeah, change what's on your sheet. I'm just giving you an amount, then I zero it out. Anything else of lesser magical, not drown yet. I gotta look that up and see where the numbers are gonna come out to be.
Lesser magical, like potions.
If you want to sell something like that,
Yeah,
I have some scrolls and stuff.
okay. Yep, and go. All right, those two. All right, so we get some. Look, your little potions maker looks those things up, and frost. And the thunder resistance. Potion resistance. Thunder. Just to the damage. And the frost giant strength. Da, 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 da. Where's the other ones? Now that's interesting. So the answer is the damage resistance and all that. You're probably looking at about 1,500 gold. Take them off your hands.
for the thunder resistance.
For both.
For both, I think they're worth a little more than that.
Well, the resistance spell, thunder resistance is not all that, is actually not, it's just an uncommon item. It's not all that hot. Oh, where did I go my deal? Where did I have that? Oh, derp. That was the PDF. It's like, why did it go away? The giant strength is a little bit more. That's a little bit more rare. But the resistance itself, that's just an uncommon item. They're not worth that much. Just because.
Oh,
it's
that's why I think that at least the both of them are worth a little bit more than that.
Like how much?
Rolling for some persuasion, but like $2,000 maybe. I mean,
let's see.
I think I could part with it for $2,000.
1,700.
You got yourself a deal.
There you go. All right. So, boop, put 1,700 in your deal. All right. A couple more there. All right. Crew Cash. What do you got to sell, pal?
Let's see. There's a +1 Great Axe.
Any gems or anything like that first, though? Any of your,
Oh.
the smaller stuff first. Yeah. Just kind of spread out everybody a little bit here. Try not to be too boring. Our viewership's going up and down. People watching and then start snoozing. It's QVC on Praetor's Rejects tonight.
I think that's it for gems.
All right. So roll me a persuasion check. Ooh, all right. So roll me a d6. You beat him. All right, you're up to 90.
He wasn't planning on haggling, but he'll take it.
All right. So that gives you 225 gold pieces.
Okay, let me. Okay.
Anything other like smaller magical items? You can, if you want to do a weapon that's a standard weapon like that, that's fine. We can do one of those.
Yeah, I have 2 old glaives that are non-magical.
Put them in there. Let's see what you've got. Let's just see how good you think they are. Oh, just regular glaives. Oh, Sonny, come on now. These things aren't worth crap. I'll give you 20 for both of them total.
Okay.
All right, so give yourself 20 more gold.
Okay, so this one, I think it's just a general +1 Great Axe.
It is just a standard great axe worth. Let me get back up to +1 weapon. 750 gold.
Sure, that sounds like a lot.
It is, if you want it.
I will take it.
750.
Okay.
Anything else?
Yes, this chest piece.
Oh, I didn't
Or
get rid of
breastplate.
Sorry, let me get rid of that great axe. I thought I got rid of it. A breastplate +1. Looks like it's got a few dents in it. 1,000 gold.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay.
Man, that's everything I have.
Okay.
Actually, no, that's a lie.
Uh-oh.
The trident.
Oh boy, that is stink bug dragon.
I'm not sure what we want to do with that. It was a base trident that we declared was a +1 magic.
Was it from?
And then it was from the thing guarding the stairs way back in the water temple.
1 second. Let me bring that up.
Which means it's probably in the module somewhere,
That's what I
like Tinder Strike was.
Yeah. Why?
If I remember right, it wasn't, but it was he was attacking with a magical weapon, so he said they had to be some sort of magical weapon. So he said it was probably just +1. Said go with it.
That was in the water. Temple of the Crimson Wave.
He is at the top of the staircase before we went down into the Black Geode.
Caravan stairs, and it was a Mezzoloth that he was supposed to ask you some questions, and y'all just went ahead and it was an Insoid tech creature. Yeah, it was this dude. And
well, y'all let Krukash answer the questions, so
one claw, one trident. He's basically got just a Yeah, it's his weapon attacks are magical, so it's barely even a +1, but it's just a standard trident. It's seen better days there, so now I see. It was just man, he'll give you he's kind of looking over it and he's not impressed with it. 350 gold.
I'll take it.
Okay.
And let's see. Yeah, that's everything for
Mar.
me to sell.
Non-magic stuff first, right?
Yeah, gems or, jewelry. Oh
I was
boy.
gonna say, Mar doesn't have any gems. He's picked up some random junk though.
Okay.
Let's see what else we have in here.
Bloody tapestry. Okay.
The one that I snagged because it was a dragon, and I told Mario there was a dragon here, so I tore it down and gave it to him.
Okay.
Oh, and he's got some extra old weapons. I guess we can get rid of while we're here. He's got all kinds of random crap he's picked up.
Yeah,
fine.
you can just basically thrift. You can thrift store it if you wanna.
Iron Fang's not worth anything now, right? So I can delete it.
It is actually is gotten worse, and it is crumbling in on itself now. You're just looking at a pile of rust.
Okay. Let's see.
As soon
Ooh,
as
something very special.
longbow magic.
And yeah,
Put
that's
that back in your pocket. You can't give those away.
Feed it to that thing.
I am that thing, Mr. Pointy Ears. That's my name. Don't wear it out.
So yes, that's everything.
And I was speechless.
You should be. Alrighty, a brass.
Yes, Mars hair is talking to you.
Yeah. It's coming from all over his head area. You can't really discern what the hell's going on when you do all that.
Technically,
all right.
not the weirdest thing about Mar.
Yeah. You're getting the condition of some of this stuff and looking at it all. He's going to be lucky to give you 60%.
Well, that's okay. Mar doesn't know nothing about haggling. He'll let cheese rolls haggle on his behalf, though.
Oh, you would do that. You. Oh my. Where is he? Hold on. Oh boy. Oh. So that voice comes screeching out of your head, and it backs the store, and okay, 70, whoever you are, take it and leave. 70 or nothing.
Mar's fine with that. Mar doesn't care.
All right, here we go. 554 gold.
Okay.
Anything else? Or?
Magic items, low tier.
All right, let's see what you got. Bottled.
Random that.
Oh, what the hell is this?
And you were saying basically he's sacrificing that longsword to enchant his bow.
He's taking the longsword, or taking some of the magic that's off of it, because it has. Doesn't it have?
It's not. It has magic. Yeah, it's a +1 with some Sense Dragon stuff.
Yeah, so they're going to use part of that to, since a replicator tried to,
Siphon the magic, I'm guessing.
Yeah, somewhat. Yeah, and what's
Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't want to throw it in here.
No, you don't want to. You want to use that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but the bottled breath, I got to see what that is. Malaria, when you inhale it.
That's the. We all got one of those from the djinn that
the
popped
genie
up that we freed.
You don't need to breathe for 1 hour, so it's basically like a
It's a tomb lock.
You gain the
It's just
effect
Toonlock
of
doesn't
the
need to breathe ever.
gust of
Hello,
wind
Kaz.
smell.
Hey, Gaz.
Okay. What,
Good evening,
Kaz?
everybody.
Oh, hey, Kaz. We're in the
Hi,
middle of
Kaz.
selling. So get yourself logged in and we'll bring you up to date. So
Great.
it's the gust of wind spell, which is a... What level is that? That is... Index gust of wind is a second level spell, which makes it spell. Okay, I know what that cost is. Secret darts. There. I pull. Pull the bottled breath back out for a second. I know what that costs because there's two different. There's the price. Okay, so these guys are little darts. And he comes up with a small dart with a wind spiral. It's got some nice deal through it. So let's go look at the weapons. And you've got.
Well, they actually have a cost on them.
Yeah, looking at the numbers, I'm trying to. Yeah, they have a cost range on them. Basically, how 5e does that, or does it have a true cost on it? Does it have a true
Cost
It
rate.
has a range.
Is the range? Yeah, so that tells me where its rarity is, and I'm looking at that right now. And so playing out a rare uncommon. No, it's uncommon. That's the total. You got 9 of those bad boys. So he's looking at about 300 gold apiece.
That's fine with Mar. Mar doesn't really understand haggling. And a cheese roll? Can I get a cheese roll with that?
Your shopkeeper has a blank stare on his face.
Aw. Just a metal
So-
disc then.
Don't carry those, Sonny. Don't know what weapon that is. So 3 times 300 times 9 is your 2,800, right?
27?
27. Sorry, dirt. Yeah, 2,700 gold.
Okay. And then
And
you
then
said something about
put
the
in the
bottle.
breath. You put the
breath.
bottled breath back in. Yeah, he's looking at that. It's he says it's barely a second level spell and all that, and he'd give you 100 gold for the bottle.
Okay. That sounds like a lot of cheese rolls.
It is. Okay. Anything else?
Oh, the other one, last thing, because he wants to buy a hand crossbow. Yeah, I guess I'll sell his whatever for whatever.
Heavy crossbow. Let's see. It's seen a little use and all that. Oh man, he'd give you 30 gold for it.
Okay.
Are you not going to use your bow anymore, Mark?
Oh,
I'm going to use a longbow and I'm going to pick up a hand crossbow for my bolts.
He's got plans. Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay, that's the round. Okay, so Kaz.
I still have some scrolls to
Yeah,
too.
I'm gonna get Kaz involved here, and then we'll kind of go back through on some of the bigger items here and play it out.
And Gaz is supposed to be making a shield.
You're gonna be
That's
making
right.
you're gonna be making a shield. So what we're doing is going through your inventory, selling off. First thing is kind of any gems or jewelry type items that you want to sell off. If you will drag those items out of your inventory and put them in the parcel items list, so then we can haggle. Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Let's see. I have these. I got some of these, and then I wanted to sell the some of the magic items that I don't.
Yeah,
use
just,
anymore.
we'll do it. We're doing them in a couple different waves here, so because the pricing's a little different them all. So pull your weapon back out. Basically, you're right. First thing is any type of jewelry or gems, stuff like that, that has a selling price, and then the weapons we kind of haggle on a little bit. So is there anything else?
No, I think that's the only
Okay.
gems.
So he's starting off at 60 cents on the dollar. If you want to try to roll a persuasion check to see if you can haggle the price a little bit, you may roll.
Yes, sir. I will do that, and I will use the guidance of Tempest,
Okay.
my war god, to
Enhance
persuade
that.
him.
There you go. Fair enough. Nope. Perfectly done. I've got a roll to beat.
1 second. Everything's all. I had to restart my player cache, so
Oh boy.
everything's in this. Should I use intimidation? Because that's I'll use persuasion.
Okay, so yeah, he's and you kind of persuade him to go up. So roll me a d6, divide by 2. Oh, you've got him at 70% now. He's a hard bargainer. If you try it again,
Nah, I'm not gonna go again. I'll go with that. That's fine.
okay, so 70 cents on the dollar, and you now can add in 385 gold to your gold total. All right. Actually,
All right. I usually just exchange them for platinum since it's lighter.
either way, you just whatever works for you. We gave you a
I
few
figure we
gold
do
pieces.
that after we do everything.
Yeah, because you still got some. Just put it all. You can put it all in. Just key it in right now. Then you can upsell it, or color it up, so to speak, in Vegas terms. Later here, but 385 gold. That's what you got out of that sell. Now, magic items. Have you got a magic item you want to try to sell?
I think there's 2.
Put first one in. Let's see what you got. A battle axe. We just did that. That is a +1 battle axe. And he is looking at it over, and he looks back and forth at you and all that. And he says, he's kind of squinching his eyes. He says, 500 gold. I'll give you 500 for it.
Should I roll another persuasion, or should I just? Well,
It's up to you.
why not?
Okay.
I'll even do it without Tempest's Rage.
Okay. Ooh. Yeah. He says, 550, and that's as high as I'm going to go.
All right. That's good, actually.
Okay. So add 550 now, gold pieces. What else? Your beard's looking a little short for a dwarf. What happened to it?
Don't look at that. That's not.
We don't talk about that.
Too soon. Too soon. What next? Yep.
Does anybody have the retunement slots left in one ogre, gauntlets of ogre power? Mar won't need them now that he's not using Iron Fang. Since his hammer crumbled.
Yeah.
Well.
So Kaz, you found out that, there was an incident on the way to Waterdeep, but we'll go over that later. Inside the Lehman's hut as y'all were traveling to the city, but when you got into town and all that, and you were going through inventories and all that, Mar discovered that Iron Fang had rotted and rusted out from within, and it was pretty much useless pile of rust by now. But he discovered that it had this great item was no more. Just
Oh
so you
man,
know.
that's sad.
Yeah,
I would have
Mars-
asked for the gauntlets, Mar, except that they require attunement.
So is that you wants them or not?
No, I've already
Because if
got
not,
3
Mar
things
will
now.
eventually probably pawn them off for cheese balls.
time. Advantage on saving throws against. This grants us where advantage on saving throws against breath weapons of creatures that have the dragon type. And Mar doesn't want this?
Mar has that medium armor now.
Okay. Is this
Breastplate is a medium armor.
it's medium armor.
But Mar has
yeah.
that plus 3 that we got off the hill troll.
Okay.
Ah,
Or
yes.
Mountain troll
Okay.
or whatever it was.
All right. So this is fairly nice looking. It's uncommon though. But it's sure is purty on one, and he says 800 gold.
Oh well, see, I work for Tempest, and I've done quite good in pleasing him, so he's gonna give me a nice high roll. Oh come on, Tempest, you dick.
Now, if that were me, that 4 would be a 10.
Yeah, that's right. So what did I say it was worth? What? I don't even remember now.
800, I think.
800. 800. Let me see. 800 for this thing. And he looks over and all that. And, I'll give you 850.
That's good. No, 50 gold pieces on top is good for not
Yeah.
being a good conversationalist.
All right. Yeah. I'm a man of few words. 850 gold. Fine. He takes it.
Thank you. Does anybody want a Ring of Cold Resist? It is attunement, and I think the strength will benefit my character more than Cold Resist at the moment.
Oh, okay. We can swap those out then.
Unless you guys want to sell it, it might.
If you
I
could
don't
use
know.
I'd rather someone use it than get it sold. That's
Yeah.
why I asked. Everything else we've sold so far, no one else would use. We know.
Yeah, if anybody wants the ring, then I'll just sell the ring, and I'll use the ogre gauntlets because I think the strength will help my attacks and
Okay.
encumbrance.
I'll say we can just swap them out.
Mm-hmm.
Fix my stat back down to my 9.
Gauntlets of ogre. Oh, nope, they're gone. Whoops. I was going to sell them.
I was trading
Damn.
with the Kaz.
No, that's fine. You're fine.
But Marg, you don't need your strength at all anymore.
I'm going back to all dex weapons again.
Okay.
Just remember, you can't carry as much now.
I know. That's part of why we sold off so much junk.
They're stockpiling the gold.
It means I'm stronger than you again.
It means I'm stronger than he is.
Yeah, but do you want
I'm
to
a
say the
wizard.
other ends of an area and shoot at each other?
Yeah, that's right. All right, Kaz, anything else?
No, that'll be it actually.
Anything said? Okay, so Nilius, you got some. What you said? Some
I have some
magical. Go ahead.
I have some dragon scales. I have scrolls, and I have a robe that I got fleeced on before that I'd like to get rid of.
Okay, so the dragon scales might go into use for Kaz's shield. Unless you just
I'm willing
want-
to give it to him if he would need them for his shield.
Yes, he would.
Definitely.
Yeah, if you'll put them in the party sheet, then he can drag them over.
Let me just find them. There they are.
Okay.
Oops. That didn't work so well.
All right, Kaz, if you'll grab those. There's 2 of them. All right. Yep. All right.
2.
Okay. So what's on your list first?
Let's do the scrolls.
Give me one of them. Scroll of
It's a 6th level spell. Yep.
Let's do that again.
Hey, Kaz, I'm going to throw some crafting material. stuff in there for you as well while we're at it.
Sixth level
Okay,
spell
cool, thank you.
scroll is going to net you 1,000 gold.
I'm sorry, how much?
1,000.
Oh, I think we can do better than that. Let's see how we can do a little bit better than that.
It's not worth that much more.
The 6th level.
He's actually, I could give you 1,100. 6th level, max out is 1,280. Would you believe?
I will take the 11.
Okay. Once again, hard bargain with those pointy ears. All right, what the hell is that?
That's for Kaz.
It's for Kaz. Okay.
But, we're handing off all the little
Oh,
random
okay.
animal
Sorry.
pieces to him to work with.
All right, what's the next scroll?
Everything else out of the parcel, okay.
Yeah, just let's see. Transmute, and that's let's see, what level is
5th level, I
this?
believe. Yeah, 5th.
5th level. So that puppy is gonna be 5th level scroll. Ooh, 500. I'll give you 500.
Now, come on. We've been doing some good business here. I think we can do a little bit better than that.
It's not much worth that much more. 550.
Okay, I'll take it.
Okay.
Did we replace Crew's leg yet?
He's getting it. So he's been to y'all are in town, and he's already been to a metallurgist, and is good chunk of change for it. But the metallurgist has done a few measurements and has got to go chat with some gnomes to see if they can come up, with a couple of designs that will give him a little flexibility in the heel and foot area, and attach properly to what remains of his, bottom portion of his leg below the knee. And he's selling off himself, but he's also, going to go make sure and get doctor's approval, make sure the stump is, healed up enough and prepared enough to be able to take on this solid piece of metal work. It's getting ready to be his foot up, steel-toed foot.
And then we got to drive a couple of nice big spikes through on each side so that it stays on.
Of course, while I'm at this person who's buying scrolls, does he have any scrolls looking to sell?
So your list is, let me go back. Oh, wrong room. He has a few. Any of the other ones you want to sell off?
I think I have only one. I have 2 scrolls left. Both scrolls I want to keep.
Okay.
I don't think I have anything else I was looking to sell off at this time.
Okay. All right. And you said, you said something about your robe.
Oh yes, thank you for reminding me. The robe that I don't use that I got fleeced on.
It's a good robe. Useful items.
Yeah, well, I paid like maximum price on like the worst version of it.
How? That is just wrong. How did that happen? Sorry.
And came back.
He's never
The
left.
very next day.
The imp's been here for a long time.
Just like 6 or 9 months.
I don't
Yeah.
recall.
So this robe's is kind of tattered.
I kept it in good shape and I fixed it up. I used prestidigitation to repair all the pieces.
Oh, if that were only the case, but he can tell. This one's Where, this one's seeing some moths kind of eating away at it, and some of the patches are in disarray.
Lies.
He asking, so where did you find this
Up north.
dog blanket? It's flea-ridden dog blanket is what it looks like. Is this like someone, he looks at the patches and all that. Did someone use crayons on these? Like these aren't even real patches. They're just like they're drawn on. He's just kind of
Okay, buddy, just give me a number.
Rick Harrison pawn shop time. Let me call it an expert.
I thought I was making a funny. Apparently not. Let's see. Your robe is going to cost you. And he's just kind of looking at it, and he has all the patches here. Holy moly! It's like, boy, it should have a lot more on it, but it sure doesn't, does it? And
It does have some though.
And he goes, "What do you want for it?"
What do I want for it?
How much? You said you paid for it somewhere. How'd you pay for it?
How'd I pay for it? With gold.
What did you pay for it?
Like 800 gold for it.
800. This thing's not even worth 5.
Like I said, I got fleeced on it.
Oh, moly.
And it's not even a fleece robe.
It's not.
No, at least if it was a fleece robe, it'd keep me
Not.
warm.
He said, I give you 400. I give you half what you paid for it.
I'll actually take it.
You win some, you lose some, Anilius,
That was my thought.
He just kind of looks at it, and-
I'm just sad that that Kaz actually helped me buy this thing.
That patch cloak.
Yeah. It was not one of your more illustrious moments of buying things. All right, anything else? Is that enough?
That's enough for me selling, but as I said, I'd like
Yeah.
to be taking a look at some of those
So
stuff.
scrolls.
I'd
All
like.
right, so
So
Tumlock,
would everybody else. So
Yeah, we'll go through them on the purchase stuff. So Tumlock, was there any other magical items you've got?
No.
Nothing.
I want to, but I don't want to. You know what I mean?
It's your call.
Yeah, that's not going to be something that's going to go very cheaply.
Think about it. Crew cash. Anything else on your inventory?
There is actually one thing, not necessarily for myself, but for bargaining purposes. I'd like to shop around, see if I can find some bracers of archery.
Okay, we'll put those on to say. And then Mar, if there's anything, I'm trying to get any of the rest of the non-big stuff, because Toomlock's got something. I put it back in your inventory for a second, Toom.
Yep.
Whether he's going to sell it, but
Mar doesn't have anything else to sell.
Yeah, that's why
He
Mar
would
got rid
buy
of.
magic crossbows, quivers,
Yeah.
or something like that if he found it. But yeah,
So you've got a weapon, a bow, and the whip that you've got the cost on for that.
yes.
And Crew Cash is working on a leg, but you also said, but you don't have anything else you want to sell, right, Crew Cash?
No.
Okay. All right. So then, the outside the leg, what were you looking for again?
Bracers of archery.
So the bracers of archery, you're finding them. They are 1,500.
Okay. Can manage that.
Okay. So that's easy. So let me put that in the stuff right out the gate, and then we'll go through the homebrew stuff, the made stuff, Mar, your stuff and all that. Put that down, then we can when we get done here, I can combine a few items, and then we can code it properly, so you can get all
If
that.
you just tell me what it is, I can kill it all.
So let me get to magic items, and Crew Cash wants the bracers of archery. Okay, so there's the bracers. You can deduct the 15.
Yes, I already took that off.
Okay, and then the inventory sheet. You can take those away.
Do you want to identify those before I run off
Oh,
with them?
sorry. Oops. Derp. I keep forgetting. Done.
Thank you.
All right. And then still working on the leg. And we had what did he quote you out for the leg? Let's see. He went.
He just said a couple thousand. He didn't actually specify price.
Yeah, he said he was gonna have to round up a price.
He
Okay.
is going to go price out the gnomes
just-
first, and
Yeah, a couple thousand for the leg, plus then the work and all that, and the joints. Roll me a persuasion check. Crew. More like a pity check. He's kind of pitying all that. So he's got, with work and all that's going to run about 3,000.
that's an acceptable price.
All right.
If someone needs help with paying anything, just let me know. I have some cash, and
Oh,
Mars still has
they
a lot
got
of-
more than you now, pal. Yeah, you were the broke man in the group when we started this. So
Okay. So I took
I'm
off
gonna
2,000 gold and 100 platinum.
there you go. And you now have a adamantine bottom half of your foot with a nice little it doesn't swivel but more as it goes, you're allowed to, push up and down. You got a little push in it, a little movement in the heel to make yourself walk a little bit easier.
Yeah, but it's not a full-on ball joint or something.
No, not really. No, they haven't quite got there
Okay.
yet. Yeah. But you don't have a limp. Running will be a little difficult, but you'll have to work it. But it's the only concern they have in kind of getting it fitted and put in together and with your doctor and getting that looked at. And it was fairly, like I said, the wound's cauterized and the scars, not much you can do about that. You give it a little ointment you can rub on a little bit. It's just, he says, I would suggest not falling in the lava again because it won't melt, but it sure will get hot.
I think that's pretty much true all the time. Don't go in the lava.
Well, you
I will
adventurers,
take your words into consideration.
yeah, you adventurers sometimes don't think before you leap. I've seen craziers. There's one guy walking around here blue, and he's always talking to himself all the time. He was by here earlier.
Oh, yeah, that's my friend.
He's cray, whatever that
I jumped into the lava to save him.
Hell. That's funny, Cass. All right. Now, okay, so back to Tomblock now. Sorry, crew. Was there anything else you were looking for?
No, I think that's about it.
Okay. Tomb, are you really thinking about it?
It's a little noisy here, so bear with me. Yes, I'm actually thinking about it, but I'm gonna say no. We're not gonna do that.
Okay.
So we're looking for like either a really nice rapier or a really nice dagger to replace good old Tinder Strike.
Yeah. So
So
a rapier. So plus with a nice magical rapier. Trying to see, is there anything that won't be? Yeah, I'm not pricing those. I understand that. With some fire, breathing in it, and some extra. You're looking at about 4,000.
And then the bag of holding.
That little puppy is worth 4,000 also.
Let's see. Could I haggle on it?
On which one?
Both.
Certainly.
Of course, and it's not going to roll. It didn't roll, and it hit a 19. Jesus.
Oh, well, I just rolled poorly. So, on the weapon, he'll do it for 35.
I think we can work with that.
Okay. So, we're going to get a rapier with some fire damage in it.
That's a +1 rapier with some fire damage, right?
Correct. Okay. Yeah, make a note of this. Make a note, and it's same for all when we're doing this stuff. Just gonna go back through and we'll code it all and put it together.
You say the wand will have to be coded.
Yeah, there are several things will be. And then you have the what was your the bag of holding? That's right. You wanted to. Apparently, this guy doesn't want to haggle.
Yes. Oh, that's a 21.
Yeah, so he will, he's a little bit more on that. He's 37.50.
I might have to pass on that. A little bit low on that aspect, I think.
If you needs money, you could always trade Mar something. He's still got like 2,000 gold worth of money.
Oh, that's true. I mean, so I need a grand total of what? 35 for the rapier and 37. 37.50. So we're looking at.
I can throw down 1,000 gold.
You may need it for your stuff, Kaz.
I don't know. I don't really know what I would need. I mean, I could use like any kind of +1 armor, but.
Oh, they've got you working on there was a shield for you.
I'm
get
gonna make a
Kaz to
shield
make.
for
Oh,
Mar.
get Kaz. I'm sorry. I was thinking you were getting it made for you. I thought there was something in here y'all were talking about for him. Okay.
Beard ointment? Beard
Yeah,
ointment.
he's been visiting. Kaz has been busy going to some dwarven spas, as he said earlier, and he's trying to get some some special
Take care of my personal problem.
dwarven beard products that'll come
Yeah,
with
some
that.
frustration that needs releasing.
Yeah, some happy endings. Yeah. And then and then he's off pounding on the dragon shields, the dragon scales, the dragon turtles, trying to put together some type of shield and taking his anger out because he doesn't got quite a pretty beard anymore.
So yeah, I'm looking at. I've got a grand total of 6,400 gold. So I need a little bit from party members if they would be willing, because the bag of holding is going to be a force for everybody. So
Yeah, I'll throw 1,000.
I should say Mar has. How much did you need? I wasn't paying attention to numbers.
it's 35 and 37.50, so it's like 72.50, and I've got 66.
I'll do 500, then Kaz, if he wants, can do 500, and then that way Kaz is broke. Or actually, I can just give you the 1,000, and Kaz can keep his.
Crewcash has a very important question.
Yes.
Who's managing this bag of holding that we're going to be putting the party stuff into?
That would be too much because he's the one carrying it.
I don't know.
I vote Anelius, or one of us in the back.
I was going to ask, is there a second bag of holding that I might be able to buy?
You'll have to look for it. There's always possibilities. And Ilias, you know that.
Yes, this is the City of Wonders.
Yeah, you get to your years list with all. I knew you were breaking your stuff down a little bit more. These guys would be going for the weapons and stuff, and the magic stuff. We're going to price out a little. They need a little bit more math on that. That's all. That's why I'm dealing with you last. So
Okay.
That's up to you guys helping out Toomlock or not.
Yeah, Marvel tossing 1,000, so he can
Okay.
get whatever.
All right,
That's both the
and the bag of holding you need
+1 rapier and a bag of holding.
Yeah, well, so I'm gonna put. Hold on, the rapier. Putting that in the party sheet for the moment, and then the bag of holding. Okay, put those in your inventory. Now, so we got Crewcast got his stuff. Okay, so Mar, back to you real quick. We had the whip.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The whip and the transferring the magic to the bow. You said
Yeah,
5,500,
but the-
so I've already taken it off.
Yeah, I'm giving you the weapons to put in your inventory, so then we can go back, and then I'm gonna take the and then there's this Dragon Slayer. I want just grab that. Oh, let me actually. I think I probably need to identify those all for y'all. If I didn't, did I identify yours?
No, they aren't.
Yeah.
Shouldn't that be a longbow of Dragon Slayer?
He's gonna. I'm getting the items to him, and then I'm
Okay.
gonna convert them all. That's all. That's what I'm right now. It's
Okay.
just they're placeholders for me. To go back in. There's the bag
There's
of holding.
already a whip in my bag too. The magic one that I didn't have before.
Oh, did I already? Okay, so I gave you. Okay, so we got the. Then here, just keep the +2 one. We'll convert it. There we go.
Okay.
All right, and that's for feeling sad because you lost Iron Fang. Exactly. Where's your rapier?
Where's the love for the Toomlock losing?
Yeah, I feel bad.
We're working on a rapier. He's having to purchase it. Yes. So
Kaz keeps checking his dwarven thrower every like 5 minutes.
nothing's happened with it. Nope. Okay, so those are in your inventory, so we know to look at that. Oh, what did I do that for? Toomlock's got his stuff. Okay, Kaz, real quick before I get to Nilius, is there you don't think that there's anything else that
I guess I could use a +1 any kind of armor, whether it be a plate mail or a shield.
you tell me?
I guess I'll try to buy a +1 shield. I think that would be cheaper.
Well, you're making some shields that are going to be pretty stout. But if you want a +1, just a +1 shield, I brought up the wrong damn book. No wonder I couldn't find it. Derp. All right, where's your? I'm gonna put this in the party sheet, and the cost for that is the shield is +1 is 1,500.
Mar has more money if you need.
Thank you, Mar. I'll try to talk him down.
Roll me persuasion. Oh, you've hit a
Come on, roll a 1.
you've hit a tough cragger. Yeah, nice try, little one.
All right, I'll take it. What was it? 15.
1,500. Yep.
All right.
And pulling stuff, just so you know, it's the Sane Magical Price PDF that's been out there on the web. I'm pulling prices from it, not what's always listed in the description. This one's been worked on a little bit more. Yeah, DJ, it's too much. I actually should give advantage to Kaz for growing his beard. So
He went for the hair club for dwarves to
Yeah.
get some
that's right.
some things for his beard.
Hold on to him. I get it. We'll get there a little bit. All right, anything else, Kaz?
No, that's good. Thank you.
Okay. All right, Anilius. So we need some scrolls, is what you're saying. And
I do.
All right. So I see a list of scrolls that you put in the party and the room, and you've got some first, second, and third level. So there's 1,
And 1
2,
fourth.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 12. Okay, 12 items there. So if
That is
I label those 1 through 12, roll me a D8 and add 2. It's 5 spells.
5.
He's got 5 of them. So
Okay.
if you roll a D12 5 times, that's the spells that it'll have.
Oh, goody.
Okay. Uh-oh. Advantaged for who, DJ? Okay, so you had 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a fly spell. So write these down for me. So hold on. Someone make sure you was that a 3, 8, and a 2 so far? No.
3 and a 2. I mean, sorry, 8 and a 2.
8 and a 2. Okay, so what's the advantage for DJ? Sorry, or is that just for Kaz? Is that for Kaz and his beard? Oh, he's lonely. Oh, Kaz was lucky at the Dwarven Spa. Oh my. Okay.
Oh, thank you.
I rolled 8 again.
What we'll do is if
That allows me to choose one.
you can choose.
By the way, I'll choose number 1.
Okay, hold on. Okay, okay, hold on. So number 3. No, number 8 was the first one. That was the fly. He has the fly scroll.
Okay.
Then he
Number
has
2 is color spray.
color spray, and you rolled 8 again. So you want to choose one of those. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I'd like to choose number 1.
Chromatic orb. Okay, 2 more rolls. Right now you've got 8 and 2 taken. Oh, you son of a bitch.
There's a 2. You want me to choose on that one too?
Choose.
I will choose counterspell.
Take it. Last but not least. 5. It's knock. Okay. Why don't you make you a actions tab, drag those spells over, but put them in a new label area.
I'm just planning on actually just making them spells for me, so I could just put them into my thing if you want. And
well, you put them in the thing, but what you can do is then you can.
Oops, I dragged the whip I was looking at.
Oh, it's fine.
In the way. Oh, there it is.
You can make a scroll. Yeah. You can make a scroll area. Well,
as I said, I was just gonna. I actually want to learn them. I just want to learn them as spells. So if you want to just skip the whole scrolls thing, I can just get rid of them.
Gotcha. Put them. Drag them over. Good to go.
Okay. And actually, and how much am I spending on all this?
Oh well, you see, now that is a. Okay, so the first level ones are worth. They are 60 apiece. The second one is worth 120, and your third level is 200.
So there's 2 third, 1 second, and 2 first.
1 third. Oh, you had 2 thirds. That's right. 2 thirds, 1 second, and 2 first. Correct. Yep. And those are your scrolls. You wanted another bag?
So that's 640 by itself.
Okay. Deduct all that. We appreciate it, DJ. Sorry, this is a slow session tonight for the guys. It's shopping time. They're getting prepared. They don't know what for, but they can feel it deep within each and every one of them. Something dark is crawling upwards. For Mar, it's a typical day at the office, but the rest of them, they're disturbed.
I was going to say, That sounds like a normal day for Mar.
BJ, we might work on that. You possibly could roll for Mar if his cheese rolls goes off. He could possibly have everyone grow beards. There's always a way to do that on the rejects. You just have to ask. So that being said, now bag of holding. Were you searching for one of those?
I was searching for one of those. That was one of the things that are in there.
Yeah, those
are the keywords Haversack or whatever it's called.
The bag of holding is 4,000. Our Pearl of Power is also available, and that is worth 6,000.
Okay. Any of my other choices there as well?
The Ring of Spell Storing? Let's see. What's the old ring worth? That's 24,000.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Cape, nope. No capey. Actually, that's 8K for that bad boy.
8K for what?
The Cape of Mountebank.
Okay.
The robes, let's see. 34,000 for the Archmage. And the eyes, they don't have that one. Nope, 30,000. There it is. Now you wanted a wand. We got the wand was the War Mage. That's right. Yep, you got that one.
Well, I was looking for up to 4 different ones, but yeah, the War Mage we got.
The magic detection is 1,500. And the fireball lightning ones, that's 32,000.
Okay, so
well, now there's so have you got your list there? How much money have you got there, Buckaroo?
In just gold pieces, I have still a little over 7,000.
Okay.
And then I have another 300 something platinum, so I have like 10,000.
Yep. Okay. Now, while you're sitting there thinking on that, Mar, they have a quiver of Alana. Is that what? Yeah, the quiver of Ilana, which is 1,000.
Let me see. I think Mar's got. Mar does have 1,000 left.
You can have a quiver of Ilana.
Sure. Mar will have 30 gold left.
Okay. So that is a quiver. The girls love that thing. They've got a couple.
Is that like
Does that do endless arrows or some shit?
Quiver Alana is a multi-dimensional quiver. It has 3 different compartments in it. One to store up. Let's see. The first size is small to hold up to 60 arrows and bolts, such like. The second is mid-sized compartment, can hold up to 18 javelins or similar objects of that size. And the longest compartment can hold up to 6 objects like bows, quarterstaffs, or spears. And so the girls have 6 brooms of flying that they keep in their quivers, 2 quivers, and they hand them out to each other when they're wanting to take off.
So my question would be, how many arrows and bolts can fit in all 3 compartments combined?
Shortest compartment can hold up to 60 arrows, and the mid-size can hold up to 18 javelins. So you're looking, well, hell, that'd be
a lot.
A lot. Each compartment connects to a deductible space, allows the quiver to hold numerous items which while never weighing more than 2 pounds. A quiver can hold up to, yeah, we know, hold up to 20 arrows. That's standard. Well, 60, double that, 60, triple that, 180.
180 total?
It'd be like, yeah, we'd say 200 arrows.
Okay, Mark can live with that.
Oh, that just puts this to shame. It's just Mar pointing the quiver. And just, hey, he doesn't even use the
taking
bow
a deep
anymore.
breath.
Yeah, he doesn't even do he just has this little mechanism. He kind of opens up the quiver and he just lets it. It's like a Gatling gun.
He needs to find someone to engineer some explosive powder to put in the pack in the bottom of that and just have a flat cannon of arrows.
All right, so did I give you that quiver yet?
No, sir.
All right. Boom. There you go.
Well, then that lightens my load even more.
There you go. All right. Anilius.
Yes. So I definitely am interested in the bag of holding.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I'm pretty much out of attunement slots at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So the question is whether or not I'd want to get something else that's get rid of something I have.
Bag of holding doesn't require attunement, though.
No, that does not. But the other items that were on the list do. Except for the Wand of Magic Detection. So, definitely interested in the Wand of Magic Detection and Bag of Holding.
Bag's in there, and then the Wand of Magic Detection.
So between those, that would be 5,500, but I think we can do better than that.
Oh, really? You don't say. Roll away. Which one are you going to roll on? Oh, what, like I can beat that, even with the +5. Yeah, like right. I think he's 3,500 for the bag of holding.
Okay, I like
it's the
that.
last one in town, pal. Take it or leave it. Some other blue dude bought me out on the other one. Hey, needs to learn how to shave. He's got a 5 o'clock shadow. Looked horrible.
I agree.
He tried to pickpocket me.
That definitely sounds like someone I know.
Yeah. I know what he's doing.
And for the wand?
I had gold coins in my pocket. Let me tell you, you're going to think this is funny. But they're really just chocolate covered in a gold foil. He doesn't know the difference. The Wand of Magic Protection. Oh, God, really? Because I cannot even get a help there. Hell no! I'm getting ripped off. Let's see. The Wand of Magic Protection was 1,500.
Magic Detection, not protection.
Magic Detection. Yes, yeah, sorry. Detection, 1,250.
Okay, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 4,750 for the lot, and I'll take that.
Okay, they're in the party sheet for you.
Yeah, I'll grab them.
Duff, if we need to get basic materials, do we need to do anything? Do we need to wait to buy those, or just buy them out like
so
normal?
you a couple, you can each carry. You get a couple. You can carry 2 potions of healing. If there's your quiver, your bow. I mean your bolts or whatever. Knowing you're going to purchase that, you can just pull those right on out and take them off your cost right out of of the inventory sheet if there's extra stuff that you want to purchase.
What about a hand crossbow? Just regular price, or do I need to?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Those are just common items. That's going to be regular price there. What else,
then I'll
Anilius?
buy a full healing kit.
You may.
I don't think I'd really like that cape, but again, I think that attunement and 8,000 is a little bit steep for me.
You only live once.
I suppose that's true, but
Do we have enough altogether to even buy it?
well, I might. Let me see. I haven't checked everything. And I have 3,400 in platinum pieces. I get up to about 5.5. Not including the electrum pieces. I mean, between everything, I probably get to about 6,000 by myself. But again, it's another attunement item, and I'm not. Well, just because I have to not be attuned to something doesn't mean I have to get rid of it. I can always choose to attune to it later.
Yeah, definitely. You could switch them out.
I think I'm good. Thanks.
Okay. All right. Then let's see.
I mean to move my money around, but
we have a shield. Okay, so I need to work on a. What do we want? The shield itself is just using the the scales, but we're not looking at anything special. We're just trying to make it a pretty dragon shield. Is that right now? Or was there some work we're trying to make happen?
I don't know. We're gonna make a nice dragon shield, whatever it turns out to be. I don't know if I'm able to craft magical items, but I figured you'd have to get them enchanted or something.
That's right.
Wouldn't he know how to do that being a dwarf? I mean,
making the item and all that, but the magical part and all that.
I think dwarves actually infuse their craft with magic.
if he was a forge cleric.
Yeah. He'd be the war kind.
Yeah, I'll just make a normal shield, and if we find someone to enchant it, maybe we'll see how much it would cost. Or something.
So what I'm going to worry about here is, so we've got a dragon shield. All right, that needs to be worked on, and that's it for you. Anilius, you've got all your stuff. Toonlock, we've got a rapier that we need to code up.
Oh, I would be interested in possibly like a magic dagger.
A magical dagger? Just a regular old...
Well, I'd prefer one that was like a dagger for turning, but other than that, yes.
Well, it depends on the spell and all that. What was your what was the tomb? Yours was 2,500? What was the
my rapier?
Yeah, the rapier deal.
35.
35. Okay, I'm looking at bringing that up. Okay, so you're looking at about 3,500. What do you want your dagger, Anilius?
Well, a magic dagger that can return to me after I throw it.
Oh, okay. That's a good question. Wrong sheet, Duffy. Look at the right one. Yeah, you're looking about 1,500 for that.
1,500?
Mm-hmm.
I'll take it.
All right. I'll code that. All right, so the rapier coating for you, Toomlock, with the fire, and that. Was there anything? What else? You've got your bag of holding. I think that's it for you on weapons, correct?
That's everything that I was looking for.
Okay.
Except for my, displacement cloak, which is not anywhere near viable.
And then Toomlock, you've got your. Crew Cash, you've got your leg, and there wasn't any other weapons for you, correct?
Correct. I'm
okay.
Content with my glaive.
And then Mar has got a whip, the code with fire and poison.
I coded the dragon bow already.
Oh, did you really? With the Slayer in it? Okay, cool.
Yes, I didn't bother with an if then because if I ever shoot a dragon, I've got a buff to throw on.
All right, let's see. All right, so dragon bow, cool.
And I'm trading Mar the bracers of archery for the crown.
That's fine. Just put them in the party sheet and trade them back and forth. Okay, the whip you've got. Okay, so that's got the dex and it's got the extra poison, which should be a D6. Turkey bacon, smelling, appreciate it. We smelt it. And then you can add the effect, Mar, for the 1d6 fire damage, right? That was...
Oh, the bonus action one-time use thing? Yeah.
Yeah, Yeah, if you'll code that in to use with that weapon, that would take care of you then. All right. Perfect. So I don't have to code that. Except for the whip. You said you did that, or no, we didn't do that yet, right?
You already built one and thrown it in my inventory, so I'll finish that up.
Yep, finish that up. All right, and then I will get you guys. Okay, so the rest of the stuff I will code off camera here and put it together for the shield, the rapier, and a dagger. Let me pull the
Did you want to put a dagger in as a placeholder?
Yes, my bad. Let's just grab one from equipment, Anilius, weapons, and you've got 6 daggers there. You're carrying 6 already. Would you just like to maybe use one of your daggers and
you can do whatever you want as far as that's concerned. I do have 6 daggers. I never use them.
I know. That's what I was laughing when I saw that. So yeah, I'll just pull. We'll take one of your daggers, you'll drop it off and get a little work done on it, and use it that way. It'll get party-fied for you. All right. I've got the list there. Okay. So shopping, unless anybody else has anything.
I sent you a message in there, Duff.
I know.
That's for later.
If not, you have successfully made your shopping venture to Waterdeep. And as y'all were, you had gotten settled in, and you guys were relaxing a little bit, planning on, a return trip back out to the Desserin Valley to continue your searching. And right when you were wanting to leave and all that, wouldn't you know it, that the lovely man that came and found you all in the beginning of your venturing in Waterdeep and employment with Praetor, he's back, and he has an urgent message from your benefactor, and he lets you know that the remaining cult group has fled the scene. They have abandoned they had a tower that was off just outside, just east kind of from Red Larch up the path there. Y'all never really ventured to until you got farther up the road there. But they had taken over a tower that they were using for their lookout, and they once you had wiped out and killed pretty much all the the higher ups and had destroyed some of the portals and all that the cults and their whole thought process and all that has pretty much have been abandoned, and they were leaving the area to try to to lick their wounds and who knows, maybe come back another day, but they are no threat to the area and all that. And the remaining party member, she was actually rescued off the road as they had fled the tower. And he has a request that there is a village named Daggerford, which is just in the Sword Coast region. Let me bring this map up here. 1 second. Not map. Sword Coast map. Is this the big one? All right. It is just south of Waterdeep. And there is a just right outside of Daggerford in the mountain range, there is a old site called the Bloodgate Keep, and in there they have discovered a portal. This is not, and this has nothing to do with Portals Reach, just so you guys know. There is a old elemental node portal that has recently become somewhat active or worked on by a elf named Sirana, who Praetor wants you to go meet with down there and get some information. There's something called the Doom Vault that is deep within this portal, and she has some information that she would like to relay to the group, and is related to Praetor, and he wants you guys to go down there and discover what is going on with this place called the Doom Vault and see what trouble you can get into. You have been retasked, gentlemen.
All right. So at that note, Toonluck goes to the shop and sells off Drown.
No, yes, and he believes that you will be having some interactions with the Red Wizards of Thay are involved. He hasn't gained much information about this, but that there has been some, Sirana, who he wants you to go meet, and she can give you more information about what is happening here, and take up her task of what she's gives you and her guidance, and then make an assault on this place, so that we can discover. He wants you to discover what is the Doom Vault, what's going on there, and get through there. You won't have, time is of the essence here.
What was the area again that's located?
It's called, you're going to go straight out south, just outside of Daggerford. Here's the map. Yeah. And in the hillside up there is a long old lost keep called Bloodgate Keep. And there is a portal that was built there long ago, but it's slightly become active. And they don't know sure why. And Saran has been studying it and trying to discern what's going on there, but they do know that it had something to do with the Red Wizards long ago, and that it's called, whatever the structure, wherever it leads to, is called the Doom Vault. But other people, he knows that some of his other rivals and such in the Sword Coast region know about this also, and he highly expects that they'll be sending their own parties to determine what this is going on and use it to their best interest. And he wants this group to make haste and head down immediately. Just determine what is going on. And good luck to you guys. You've done well. Y'all, and you honestly, the reason we're taking a left turn here, there was nothing. You pretty much had very little to face in the last temple. I'll be honest with you. There, most of that would have been all gone, and just left a few stragglers around. Y'all would have just kind of sneezed and killed everybody in there. Just so you know. So, I mean, you can go if you want to go do it. You can. It would be very boring for the group. I think you need to be tasked with something harder now. And this is not the Tomb of Horrors. Just so you know. Any questions?
To death we march.
Any questions?
Can I sell Wind Vein?
If
we're selling these things off.
I wasn't joking when I said Tumuk turns around and sells off Drown.
You can leave. So the selling of a
legendary
item is going to require some in-depth from the purchaser. They do not have that kind of cashola or resources to purchase that stuff, and it would probably, you could get somebody to, but it's going to require a special benefactor. You hadn't thought even Praetor might be interested down the line, if you come back alive, but a legendary item like that is going to be extremely tough to sell in town, and you would have to go to someone special, shops and all that. There's no way they could purchase that and have that kind of money. You're probably looking with Wind Vein and let's see, Tomblock, yours is Drown. Yeah, you're looking somewhere in the range of anywhere between 500,000 and 750,000 gold.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I'm sure you would.
Crew Cash would like to purchase a kingdom and retire from adventuring.
Pretty much. These are kingdom building things. So, you can leave it with Praetor's
he roofied me. I'll use it to stab someone at some point.
Okay, yeah. So he would give it back to you. You could trust Praetor. He's not that.
He roofied a Mar in a crew cache and shoved him into a wagon, and we woke up in the faraway town.
It's true.
With a stiff back from the wagon ride.
Y'all were down on your luck, and he took advantage of it. He felt bad for about a second, and then said, "They'll do fine. They need to learn. Such is life."
I don't think either of us have learned anything.
No, that's probably true. All right, and so if you haven't known or whatever, do not read the next module if you don't know what it is. Anybody know what it is? You guys know what it is?
No, sir.
I think we have guesses, maybe.
You could guess.
Doom Vault?
The Doom Vault. Do you know
I
which
think you were talking, were you already talking about it?
No, the last what y'all will end up at is the Tomb of Horrors. But that's not this. This is the module before that. It's called Dead and Thay.
All right, yeah.
So don't read up on it.
So I've already created the wand of magic detection in my thing. That's pretty much the only thing I know how to build.
Okay, I'll go back through them all just to check.
I threw resist psychic on myself for the crown. Okay,
nicely done. I need to do the daggers and the shield, and with the return dagger, I think there's several. I think there's a couple hammers and all that. I'll grab I don't think there's really effect other than we'll put it in the description that you can call it back to yourself as a bonus action.
Yeah, I'm thinking something like a dwarven thrower, but it's a dagger.
Yeah, Freewalker's got something. I think he actually I thought it was Drown has an attunement to it that you can throw it and it'll come back to you. Does it not?
Nope.
No, it doesn't. Okay. But it just makes you greedy.
The balloon packs are used up, or unless
Yes.
we find something, right? Okay.
Yeah,
So I'll get
there.
rid of it.
Yeah, you're carrying around an empty pack.
Well, I have one that I haven't used.
Oh, you okay? Whoever's used theirs, put empty in it next to it or something like that, so we know.
I'll just delete it.
You don't want it anymore.
Why?
I don't know.
You could theoretically get it refilled.
I don't know. Trap you in an elemental or air elemental. Just sneeze into it. That's what's infected you anyway, isn't it? Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, so if there's anything else, we'll hold there. So Jimmy has time to read up a little bit more on Dead and Thay. So you guys will go a little bit longer than the other groups. So y'all are lucky. Tuesday, Thursday groups, they will be ending after their modules are done. Unfortunately, I need the time slots. But Mondays will go on a little bit longer. Isn't that nice? Isn't that? Oh,
Thanks, Duff.
I know.
Yes, thanks.
I'm the gracious DM, and the map looks really freaking cool. So like, I can't pass this up. So I want to see it. I want to see how it plays out. All right, folks. We will. It was a boring session. I apologize. But we got some selling done. I play around with a few things there, and I know I've got some work to do with the Portals Reach stuff. I think all you guys have signed up for it, so thank you very much. We got still some work to do, but we're getting close. Matt was going to run a session Sunday night, but he learned the hard way, and one player didn't show, one didn't have their mic set up, two of them weren't quite sure the Fantasy Grounds how to use it and all that, so we had to cancel the session. So he's thinking about running it this next Sunday night as a kind of a session 0 starter session for a group into the land, and just get him DMing and streaming on the channel, and we'll just kind of get his feet wet and break him in. So you guys want to get on next Sunday and we'll bust his balls while he's DMing,
I can do that.
yeah, so that's what I thought. We have some fun with him, and see how the players react. And we're building just a little bit of the storyline. Much will happen until we really open it all up for everybody. But he wants to get streaming and get into the channel and doing some stuff. So we thought this might be a quick way for him to get wet behind the ears and start off and make a couple of mistakes in the beginning, like I did, and still do. So, any other questions, guys? No.
Nope.
No,
we're good.
I think I'm good.
We're good.
Fixing
Okay.
some of the stuff here.
All right. Yeah, I'll
Unless, of
leave this
course,
up for a little bit.
Unless, of course, you want to change my rapier to Sharon's Claw, which would be fine.
A what? A what?
You never mind. You obviously didn't read the books.
I didn't hear it. Oh, you broke up a little bit. That's why. Sorry.
Oh, Sharon's Claw.
I don't remember.
It's a Arya Salvatore
Yeah.
item.
I don't remember.
Good old Artemis Entreries.
It was Artemis's? Okay. All right.
Yes.
Yeah. So
It's his sword and his gauntlet. They
Thank
work
you.
together.
gotcha.
But no, we're not going to go into. We're not going to delve into the realm of
Yep.
sentient weapons.
the legendary weapons again. Yeah. So I haven't read those, but I haven't read them a long time. And the last set, the latest set. No, I haven't read it all, which I need to. So, but they're good books though. They are. Okay, folks.
Most definitely.
We'll say night to everybody. Thanks for everybody who stuck around and watched and harassed. We will be back tomorrow night with the Death Dealers, and they are still in the middle of Princes of the Apocalypse. And then hopefully Thursday night, I think we missed last Thursday, but this Thursday we should get into more of the Deadbeats and they're Out of the Abyss and the ladies on Saturday night. So come back and see us tomorrow night. Guys, say goodnight and we'll take off. We'll see y'all later.
Nice
Good night, all. Night stream. Thank you.